You know, as we said, Chris has been in here now twice. This is our third time, and we've talked bios and things like that with Chris. So we're going to skip a little of the bio stuff. If you want to hear Chris Duarte's bio or our other talks, go back to some of the previous Don Odells legends, and you can read those. But you know, I started thinking about some stuff, and I was thinking about, as I was listening to your guitar on a lot of albums over the weekend, the various sounds you get out of it. How do you get, or how many sounds can you get out of one riff? How many different ways can you make one riff sound?
You know, we're getting a little guitar geeky
Well,
here.
why not?
Well, exactly. I mean, that's
yeah.
I take that as a compliment because that's what I work very hard on, is my tone, the execution of it, how I'm hearing it. I mean, to be totally honest, it's a Stratocaster setup, so it's got 5-way switch. You have 5 tones to choose from. Then there's the way you apply your hands to it, you know, and it could be both ways. To be totally facetious about it, it's just it's my own secrets, man. And that's how, but I mean, no, I work very hard at it.
Okay,
I mean, and it's how I hear it, you know, at the time.
Yeah, and there's bending of a note, so that with those 5 different tones, you can get more sounds by bending the note. There's 10 sounds then.
Yeah, and the way you apply your fingers to it, if you're going to pluck it with your fingers or you're going to hit it with the pick, it's the way you touch it down here with your left hand. There's many variables, and that's just how amazing your human brain is, because you can think of that within a split second.
That's what I wanted to ask you. So while you're like probably one step ahead thinking...
I'm literally 3 seconds ahead in the song. While I'm playing, I could already hear the phrase in my head and the way it comes out.
What you want to hear, and then you can execute it. And while all this is going on, you're hearing what the band's hearing.
Yeah, too. I have to.
I mean, you have to hear what the band is doing.
Exactly, and that's what. And we're trying to carry on a conversation.
Right.
Is what we're doing. That's like the way the CDG is kind of operated on. Instead of just like we have this template. Okay, here's how the song is. I mean, some songs like that, but most of it, the real free stuff, the stuff that makes us special, is the stuff we're carrying on conversations with.
Right. When you're in those solos, and as you say, you're 3 seconds ahead. Are there moments where you kind of surprise yourself with a holy shit? What did I just do?
Oh, all the time.
That must be so.
I
saw you smile out there during sound check.
I make so many mistakes. It's like unbelievable. You know? I wish I was paid more for mistakes than good gigs. But I'm constantly, and that's probably where I'm falling on my own sword, is that I'm constantly trying to reinvent myself or try to come up with something new or try new melodic sort of things.
Right.
I mean, whereas in some songs I'm telling the same sort of story, but I'm trying to tell it a little differently. You know, a little bit more nuanced here. It's every day I have to work. I mean, and that's how I do. Every night I get out and perform, I want to play better than I did the night before, and I need to try new stuff. That's how I get better.
That's right. And when you're thinking of that, are you saying, maybe I'll put a little Stevie in here, or what if I put a little Buddy Guy or Jimmy? Does that come into the thought process too?
Oh yeah, those are all the voices that are inside of me. And amongst all those voices inside of me, I'm trying to create my sort of amalgamous own sort of voice.
Right. And I would think, after how many years has this been now?
20? Me playing? Oh gosh, 20. I was gonna say, I guess 27.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought 25, 20, and I would guess there is a place that you feel, this is me now.
I do have a bit of comfort zone and confidence that I have like a bit of my own style there, and this is me, unmistakable. You know, Chris Duarte. I mean, it always, I'm too self-deprecating to think of myself as like some guy on my own pedestal. No, I knew I couldn't get there without all these other heroes of mine that I listened to that helped influence and shape my voice.
Sure. Now here's a question I've never asked anybody, but everybody else asks it. Desert Island. All these people. Who would what 5 records would you take with you that you'd have to hear?
Well, I know Axis Bold as Love is one.
Oh, cool.
I have to have that. I'd probably have to have Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. I'd have to have that. I'd have to have, be a hard one to pick, Coltrane. You know, I'd probably go for Crescent. I like Crescent so much, but I like Soul Train an awful lot too. Okay, I'll have both those albums. I'll have Soul Train. And the last one, you know, I don't know. The last one I'll have to leave is like I'll have to, I don't know, I'd have to make up my mind if it was there because there, then you're faced to make one choice out of the multitudes of albums. So I can name those first 4 pretty easy right there.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
and then there's other ones. I mean, I probably have to have Miles or Parker, and but there's other cats, you know.
Yeah. So when you're listening to Miles Davis or Charlie Parker, are you able to translate what they're doing, like what Parker does on sax, into coming through the guitar?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not giving exactly sounding like, but I'm playing the notes and stuff and trying to riff over the chords and the sort of harmonic ideas that he was going for and stuff like that.
Right. Did you study music? Because you're
No,
very
I didn't
intelligent.
study.
I mean, you're saying words like
it's the glasses.
You're saying words like chords and harmonics.
No, I didn't. I mean, I just asked a lot of questions and I learned a lot of basic principles in music. So I try to just keep on and just keep reading and keep working at it.
Yeah, and that really is so rewarding in a career when you're learning something new every day and just going at it with that kind of enthusiasm.
You have to. You have to. And that's how I am too. I'm still hungry. I still aspire to be a better player.
Yeah.
I know a lot of cats my age would kind of rest on their laurels and say, I'm fine, I do good right here. No, I still do quite a bit of practice.
Yeah.
And I have to.
Yeah. I just was talking to Elvin Bishop Friday, and he was telling me a B.B. King story, and he said when he first met B.B. in the 60s out in San Francisco when B.B. was playing the Fillmore, and Elvin was with the Butterfield Blues Band, B.B. said, come up to my room and visit with me. So Elvin went to his hotel room, and he said there was B.B. in his dressing gown, and he had charts out, and he was practicing. And he said, Elvin said, message received.
Yeah, and look at him. I mean, BB's going to be immortal. You know, it was hard to hear of his passing, but this is just all part of life. And but Elvis will. I mean,
Elvin.
Elvin. I love Elvin. Elvin. I mean, "Fool Around and Fell in Love." Come on, it's a huge song.
I know.
Plus all the stuff he's doing great. And then BB will live on forever.
That's right.
know?
That's right. Yeah. And he has such a distinct guitar style.
I mean, he found his own voice, just like every true artist. They want to find their own voice.
Sure. And he's, you know, it's almost like he's influenced every rock musician, guitarist who's come along.
Oh yeah.
You know, you trace the tree and you can go right through everybody, and there's got to be a little bit of him in Chris Duarte.
Please, of course.
There's a lot of Albert King in you too.
Yeah, I mean his earlier stuff is the stuff I lean back on. Some of that stuff off King Records and stuff. His phrasing was so killing. But then as it matured, you hear it through the 70s and then going through the 80s, how he found this real sort of BB style and stuff. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And I got to believe, for all the BB I've listened to too, if he couldn't play a lick on the guitar, he was an amazing singer.
His singing was great.
His singing was spectacular.
Yeah. It was really something. He was the total package.
That's right. Yeah. And I hear a lot of Albert King in you, the way you on your bluesy slow blues.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I mean, Albert's stuff.
Albert's just like one of my heroes. You know, all the Kings, Freddie and BB and Albert.
Yeah. Well, it's so nice of you to come back here to Don Odell's, and we of course wish you luck with Lucky 13. Hope it brings you some good luck,
and
just keep carrying on the spirit of all these wonderful mentors and influences that are in you, that you are now bringing to an audience who maybe has only heard the name. Now they can feel some of what their music is about.
I hope so, and I hope to keep doing this till the day I die, really.
That's what BB said. Thank you, Chris. Chris Duarte, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Don Odell's Legends. All right, man.